Jalen Brunson, the silent killer. He was never the fastest, never the tallest, never the most hyped. But Jalen Brunson didn't need flash, he needed focus. From being doubted at every level to becoming the heartbeat of the New York Knicks, his rise is proof that greatness is something you build, brick by brick. This is the story of how the game of basketball became his foundation, and how his discipline turned pressure into purpose. If you like these NBA stories, please like, share, and subscribe for more. The blueprint begins. Jalen Brunson was born into basketball, but he was never handed anything. His father, Rick Brunson, played in the NBA, but Jalen had to earn his own identity. Growing up, he watched the game with intent. Not just the highlights, but the footwork, the angles, the decision-making. He didn't just want to play the game, he wanted to understand it. He studied, he worked, he developed a basketball IQ years beyond his age. While other kids were trying to go viral, Jalen was mastering the fundamentals. And that mindset would carry him farther than hype ever could. The college years, all business. At Villanova, Brunson wasn't the flashiest recruit. But under Coach Jay Wright, he became a student of the game, on and off the court. He won 2 national championships and was named National Player of the Year. But even with all the accolades, critics questioned whether his game would translate to the NBA. Too small, too slow, not athletic enough. But that didn't faze him, because Brunson never measured success by vertical leap or media attention. He measured it by execution, discipline, and impact. A quiet storm in Dallas. Drafted in the second round in 2018 by the Dallas Mavericks, Brunson knew he'd have to work harder than most just to get minutes. And he did. While Luka Doncic captured headlines, Brunson quietly earned the trust of coaches and teammates. He ran the offense with poise. He took big shots without hesitation. He played smart, physical, and fearless. When the lights got brighter in the playoffs, he didn't fade, he flourished. Game by game, he showed the world that efficiency, toughness, and leadership aren't loud traits, but they win games. New York's new leader. In 2022, the New York Knicks made a move that raised eyebrows, signing Brunson to lead one of the most demanding franchises in sports. Some called it an overpay. Others said he wasn't a true star. Jalen didn't respond with words. He responded with results. He transformed the Knicks. Not just with stats, but with standards. His preparation, his toughness, his unshakable mindset. In a city that demands everything, he delivered more than anyone expected. And in doing so, he didn't just become the Knicks' point guard, he became their leader. The game that built him. For Jalen Brunson, basketball wasn't a shortcut to fame. It was a craft, a discipline, a mirror that reflected his habits, values, and mindset. He treated every possession like a responsibility, every practice like a classroom, every setback like a lesson. He didn't try to force a legacy. He built one through consistency. And that's what makes his story so powerful. More than a player, Brunson's journey is more than just a basketball story, it's a life story. It teaches us that you don't need to be the loudest voice or the most naturally gifted to make a lasting impact. You just need clarity, courage, and commitment. You need to trust your process, even when nobody's watching. Especially when nobody's watching. Because the ones who stay ready become the ones who lead. What his story teaches us. In a world chasing quick results, Jalen Brunson reminds us that slow growth is still growth, and that mastery is earned, not given. He shows that leadership doesn't always shout. Sometimes it just works. Every day, without excuses, without shortcuts. And he proves that the game of basketball, when respected and studied, can be more than a sport. It can be a blueprint for life. What do you think? Does Jalen Brunson's story change how you see leadership and success? Did his path inspire you to rethink what consistency and preparation really mean? Let's have the conversation. Because sometimes the most inspiring players aren't the ones you expect. They're the ones who show up every day and quietly change everything.